Everyone, so I thought I would jump on today and do an unboxing video. I have several uh, decks that I haven't unboxed yet. I'm a little behind, so I genuinely am not sure which order this is, which deck this is. We're gonna find out together. So here we go. Alrighty, The Witch's Way Home. So I have several decks that I've pre-ordered, so that's why sometimes I'm not sure which ones are which. Let's see. So we're gonna go ahead, get this open. I really like the detail of this deck. Down. Very detailed on the back, as well as the front. Okay. Welcome, beloved witch. You hold the magic. These cards are simply the key to unlocking it. So there is the welcome message. I love that. This deck does come with a guidebook. It is not fully illustrated, but it does seem to have a lot of great information. Again, for those who are returning, who have watched my channel before, I don't usually use the guidebooks, although sometimes I will. I do look at them to see if they're illustrated, but I don't usually read them for the cards. Here's the back. And here's the front of one of them. Beautifully illustrated, very detailed. Here's another one. And here's another one. The cardstock is very nice. It's a little thicker. Definitely would be able to hold up, especially with, shuffling, regular shuffling. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get a message out for the collective. Let's see what comes out. Okay. Those slid out. They weren't part of the message. Okay. Oh, that's fun. So we have the moon. We have air. And I will show the cards in just a second. Reclaim your power. And I'll pull one more card. So now for this particular deck, I will be going off of my intuition. For those who are new, I would definitely recommend the guidebook. Just because this, as you can see, these don't have any keywords. They don't have any phrases. So you're really going to kind of be left on your own. So if you're just learning how to read oracle cards, and you're still developing your intuition, highly recommend using the guidebook. Or if you're just wanting to connect with the energy of the cards, you can always use the guidebook too. I will be going off of my intuition. So for the moon card starting out, the moon card in tarot typically represents, illusions, emotional feelings that are being hidden, something being illuminated, right? We also have the moon phases. So it seems like what I'm getting with the air card, because air is something you can't see. You need it to survive. You know it exists, but you can't see it. With the moon card, again, with it being cycles and kind of that illusion, intuition kind of energy, I'm feeling like there's a cycle that's either coming up or ending. But there's a cycle of something that it could be spiritual. Um, it's kind of hard to put into words the energy that I'm feeling, but it's like there's this shift, this cycle that's happening right now that people can't see, but they can feel it. And given what's going on in today's climate, I understand kind of how that might be the energy that's impacting the reading, but it doesn't have to necessarily be that. It could be something that's going on in your personal life, however it resonates. It could be, a new cycle of you've gotten a job, you've gotten this far in the job, and then you have that feeling of wanting to be free, or feeling tied down to this job or what have you. So it doesn't necessarily have to be for the greater good. It could just be something that's specifically happening with you. um but this energy almost seems like there's this conscious shift, this conscious cycle shifting, and conscious in the sense that people are aware that something is different. Something has been illuminated that something is different. But with Reclaim Your Power, it almost speaks like you're not helpless. You have power. You have the ability to make change, to change something, right? And so it definitely seems like this spring, um, it could be springtime, but it could also simply be that once you accept the fact that whatever is going on in this situation, once you realize that you're not a victim and that you do have the ability to change, to create change, to flow, to kind of steer a direction, a way that this situation could go, it's going to lead to a transformation. Now, with Connect with Cosmic Witches, or with the Cosmic Witch, this could be a couple of things. This could be a group of people together coming towards a common goal, which is we have the ability to affect change. And the more people that realize that, the more we're going to see a transformation. The more we're going to see people standing up and saying, I'm going to do something different. It could also be that if this is a workplace situation and there's someone that's a bully or a gossip, a group of people kind of coming together and being like, you know what, we're not okay with how you're acting. Connect with the Cosmic Witch. So cosmic could also be the outer spiritual realm too. So it could be a nudge to pay attention to your dreams. As we know, dreams in the 5D, that veil is very thin when we're asleep. So it could be that there are going to be messages that come to you during your dream. It could also be that things are happening on another spiritual dimension that are going to start consciously shifting the cycle and awakening people. And when that happens, we're going to start seeing a bunch of people who are going to work together to help to create change. Or that's the ability, that's kind of what people want, what the spiritual realms want, whether it's the 5D, the angelic realm, whatever you believe in. It could be that there's going to be this spiritual awakening, this spiritual shift, and people are going to wake up and feel a drive, feel a desire to create change. And hopefully by creating this change, there will be an opportunity for a transformation in a positive way for the greater good. Because this reading doesn't seem like it's just one person. It could be, like I said, it could be people who are dealing with a difficult person at work, a difficult friend, a difficult boss, a difficult coworker. In a relationship, it could even be an intervention with someone's behavior in the relationship. And so definitely see a desire, a need for transformation. We also have a bunny here, or a hare, and they are always associated with abundance, positivity, prosperity. So whatever this transformation is will be positive. Alrighty, so I will go ahead and I will leave it there. I am going to show the cards just because I don't remember if I showed all of them. So that's the air card. I know I showed the moon card. Here is the Reclaim Your Power card. I know I did this a little backwards. I got caught up in the message. There is the bunny / hare, and then Cosmic Witch. Alrighty, so I will go ahead and leave it there, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!